Hey there folks, it's a miserable cold wet night in November and I thought I'd have a chat with you about two-stage battery powered snowblowers. I've been using a single stage electric snowblower for the last 5 years. This 35-pound box right here has helped me clear our 30 by 110, 120 foot driveway of snow. It's been quiet, light, and non-polluting. However, it takes me a significantly longer period of time to clear our driveway than, especially with deeper snow, than our neighbors with their dino juice burning snow movers. I've been researching and watching the battery powered two-stage snowblower market for a while now. And I think I'm at the point where I'm going to be purchasing one to assist with clearing my driveway. And I thought I'd share my thoughts with you on the information that I've pulled together and what factors I consider important when looking at a battery powered two-stage snowblower. What you will find is that all the battery powered two-stage snow throwers, they look like traditional dyno juice blowers, but with an electric motor that spins the auger and turns the wheels. The controls are very similar in nature to traditional machines, and they have forward and reverse gears. Some have multiple gear ranges and impeller speeds and that sort of thing, and reverse. A lot of them have remote control discharge chutes for back and forth and up and down, lights, and some even have heated grips. Weight wise, they are generally a little bit lighter to comparable gas models, but they're still going to be heavier than this right here. You'll also notice that these machines run off different voltages. You'll have some that run off 40 volts. I've seen 80 all the way up to 100 volts, with the majority of the machines taking 2 batteries, some taking 3. And what you'll notice is that if you look at, say, the parent company of whatever blower you'll be looking at, many carry other products, other lawn and garden products that'll take the same battery as the snowblower, so that you can swap the snowblower battery over into your lawnmower and vice versa, maybe even a chainsaw, whippersnipper, that sort of thing. So you might want to add that into your consideration when looking at a two-stage blower, looking at the other products available that will also use the same battery technology that's in the snowblower that you buy. For pricing here in Canada, what I've found is that currently, like at the publishing date of this video, a lot of the battery-powered two-stage blowers, they range in price between $1,600 and $3,000. There might even be some more. And that price is not significantly out of line with a good portion of the two-stage petrol-based snowblowers. What I found the biggest limitation to the two-stage battery-powered snowblower market is runtime. And you probably realize that already. The majority of manufacturers talk about runtime for their machines in cars per driveway. And I've seen claims of anywhere between 8 to 30 car driveways that one charge can clear. But there's always a little asterisk with some explanation of how they got to that calculation. But what it all boils down to really is that if you have a larger driveway, you're going to need more batteries. You're going to need more capacity. You're going to need more amp hours. And one of the options would be to get 2 sets of batteries. One to have in your machine when you're clearing your driveway, and another set in charging. So when those die, you pull them out, go in, pop those in the charger, take out the fresh charged ones, drop them in your machine, and continue clearing your driveway. And when I purchased my machine, 3 main factors I was considering: the amount of energy, the amp hours, number of batteries that came with the machine right out of the box. And coupled closely with that would be the price of the batteries if I ever wanted to upgrade. Number 2 would be the unit price. Prices vary. I don't want to overspend, yet I have no trouble paying for quality. And thirdly, duration of the warranty. Warranties vary, so a better warranty is generally a better deal. The one thing that I never really considered into the mix would be the width of the snowblower. They come in, as you know, snowblowers come in various widths, cut widths. And I've noticed that the two-stage battery market have anywhere between 22 and I think 28-inch width. And I was more concerned with those other factors than the width. I'd rather take an extra cut with a 22-inch model than pay a lot more money for a 28-inch model just to save me one cut through a bank. That's me. You might be different. Now, before I get into discussing each of the models that I looked at, I'd like to remind you that prices and specifications do vary from time to time. So if you're wanting the most up-to-date information on these models that I'm going to talk about, go to the manufacturer's website or your local retailer to get the up-to-date specs. The folks over at Ryobi have two models. They have a 22-inch and a 24-inch snowblower. Both run on a 40-volt system. The 22-inch model comes with 16 amp hours of batteries, which I think is like two 8 amp hour batteries, while the 24-inch comes with 24 amp hours of batteries. I think 4 6 amp hours. The 22 retails for about 2,000 Canadian, 24 I think somewhere around 25. Warranty is 5 years on the machine and 3 years on the battery, with replacement 6 amp hour battery retailing for around $290. Now, I've seen both of these models at my local Home Depot, and I found that the 24-inch looked to be a little bit more polished and a little bit more substantial than the 22-inch. However, both machines were viable options. Ego have two machines as well. They have a 24-inch and a whopping 28-inch wide model. Both machines run off of I think a 56-volt platform, with the smaller 24-inch coming with, I think 15 amp hours of batteries, two 7.5 amp hour batteries, and the larger 28 coming with 24 amp hours of batteries. I think it's two 12 amp hours. Yeah. Prices are around, I think, $2,000 and $3,000 respectively. And I've seen them go on sale at my local Canadian Tire and Ken Building Supplies. Warranty, I think, is 5 years on a machine, 3 years on battery, and a 5 amp hour battery, I think retails for around $380. Now, I've only seen the 24-inch model in person on the floor, and it measures up with other 24-inch model snow blowers. However, the picture of the 28-inch model on the box, holy crow, that looks like a real serious snow throwing machine. Toro has two machines, a 24-inch and a 26-inch model, both running off of a 60-volt platform. The 24-inch comes with 12 amp hours of batteries. I think that's 2 at 6 amp hours. And the 24-inch comes with 15 amp hours of batteries, which is 2 batteries at 7.5 amp hours each. For pricing, the 22-inch is around $2,200, the 24-inch is around $25, and warranty on the machines, I think it's 3 years on the machines, 3 years on the battery. And if you went to purchase another Toro battery, a 7.5 amp hour, I think retails for around $600. I saw both of these models in person at our local Toro dealership, and I have to say that they are pretty impressive machines, and they look very, very similar to their petrol drinking cousins. The folks over at Kress have one snowblower, but they have two packages that come with it. Their particular machine is a 24-inch cut and runs off of a 60-volt system. However, their two packages that's where it differs. One package has 10 amp hours of battery. There's two 5 amp hour batteries. And another package has 20 amp hours, which is 4 batteries at 5 amp hours. Warranty for these, I think it's like 5 years on the machine, 3 years on the battery. And for the 2 battery package, I think the price is around $1,800 and $2,300 for the 4 battery package. Now, I haven't seen this one in person, but I've seen it online. But they do have retailers all across Canada. The folks over at Snow Joe, as far as I understand, were probably one of the first into the 2-stage battery-powered snowblower market. They've had a few different iterations throughout the year, but the only one that I could find really online now is a 24-inch, 100 volts machine with 10 amp hours of power, 2 5 amp hour batteries. Retails around $2,500 with a warranty of, I think, 2 years. This is a Snow Joe, single stage electric Snow Joe. I haven't been kind to it. I've used it and it's never let me down. So I can speak very highly about this Snow Joe right here. And I'm thinking that their 2-stage battery powered model would also make a option to consider when looking at the 2-stage battery powered snowblower market. The folks over at Greenworks have 2 snowblowers. They're both 24-inch, but they run off different voltages. They have a 60 volt and an 80 volt model. The 60 volt comes with, I think, 15 amp hours of capacity, 3 batteries at 5 amp hours. And the 80 volt has 12 amp hours of batteries, 3 at 4 amp hours. Battery pricing, I think the 5 amp hour batteries are around $300. Pricing, I think the 60 volt I saw around $2,000, the 80 volt around $1,900. Now I have seen both models at various retailers and they look very similar in construction. I haven't seen them side by side, but they do look very similar in construction and do look like viable options. As you can see, there are quite a few models of 2-stage battery-powered snowblowers to consider if you're looking to get one in that market. Now, I may have missed a couple, but the ones I discussed are the ones that I considered when I was looking to lay down my hard-earned cash. As mentioned earlier, specifications and prices do change from time to time. So I recommend that you go to the manufacturer's website or your local retailer when you're deciding on which snowblower is best for you. In closing, I would like to thank you for watching this video. I've done a lot of research. I've looked at these machines for years. And I hope that some of the information in this video will help you in your decision on whether or not you're going to go 2-stage battery or which model or what have you. But I know that I've made my decision and it's sitting over right there. So stay tuned for a future video when I unbox, assemble, and use my 2-stage battery-powered snowblower. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.